Mayor of Alexandria, and I would like to present Mayor Euille.
Well, thank you, Ismail, and good afternoon to everyone, and thanks for coming out on such a beautiful, cool day for a very, very important cause. And I'm, as the Mayor of the City of Alexandria and the incoming President of the Washington Metropolitan Area Council of Governments, I'm honored to be here to talk in a few words about what's so important and what's on our minds with regards to the environment, the climate, and particularly ALEC. Again, I'm here to express my support for President Obama's Climate Action Plan and for the EPA's current effort to significantly reduce carbon dioxide emissions from power plants. I'm very much encouraged to see that the climate change issue finally gets the serious attention and actions at the federal level. Also, again, as the incoming chairman of the board of directors for COG, I'm very pleased with the significant progress in reducing the criteria air pollutants in the Washington metropolitan area region over the past decade through collaborative efforts between Virginia, Maryland, the District of Columbia, and as well as all of the local jurisdictions such as our city of Alexandria. As a lifelong resident of Alexandria and mayor, I have been concerned about the present and future impacts climate change may have on our coastal city and its 140,000 plus residents. I endorsed and signed the 2005 U.S. Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement along with 278 other mayors committing Alexandria to meet or exceed the Kyoto Protocol greenhouse gas reduction targets through the use of local land use planning, urban forest restoration, public outreach campaigns, and other greenhouse gas reduction strategies. And in 2007, my city council initiated the award-winning Eco City Alexandria initiative, which established the Eco Charter and the Environmental Action Plan of 2030, aimed at leading our city further towards sustainability and becoming a true eco-city. Strategies to mitigate climate change impacts are a significant part of this initiative. I testified in 2009 before the U.S. Senate about the three critical environmental challenges: climate change, clean energy, and the new green economy. Under my leadership and with strong support from our city council and the community, the city was successful in shutting down the Genon's antiquated 63-year-old coal-fired power plant in 2012. At that time of its closure, the power plant was the single and largest air pollution source in the Northern Virginia and Washington metropolitan area, so we're very pleased about that. Being a coastal city, Alexandria has had its fair share of flooding in the Old Town area over the past decade. Sea level rise associated with climate change is presently a real and serious issue for the city, to the point that the city is proceeding with a project to install a flood protection system along the Potomac River. I am expressing my enthusiastic support for the new EPA carbon rules, as they represent yet another step in the right direction in terms of protecting our environment. Here in Virginia, that includes taking steps to head off threats such as sea level rise in the Hampton Roads and Northern Virginia areas, public health issues such as the spread of diseases that thrive in warmer climates, and the potential damage to our economy from the impacts of climate disruption, like stronger storms and more frequent and severe heat waves like we're experiencing right now. However, in working to head off the many dangers of global warming, we need the cooperation of everybody affected. That's all of us. Just as importantly, we must not permit our future well-being to be held hostage by fossil fuel companies and interests with vested interests in maintaining the dangerous, unsustainable status quo. That means we must push back hard against groups like the American Legislative Exchange Council, known as ALEC, an organization which has expressively opposed EPA's Clean Power Plan, as well as the use of renewable energy while promoting dirty fossil fuels. I want to single out Dominion Virginia Power as one of the members and funders of that organization. Dominion is, not coincidentally, the largest emitter of carbon pollution in Virginia. In my opinion, Dominion should not support such an organization and instead take a proactive leadership role in mitigating climate change impacts by focusing on systematically replacing its coal-fire-powered plants with those using cleaner fuels, and or progressively installing new power sources using renewable energy. Also, Dominion Power should provide even more incentives for consumers, such as residential and building owners, to implement energy conservation measures. Similarly, Dominion Virginia Power is currently proposing to build a new 230 kV transmission line in Alexandria. And they should seriously consider other alternatives to this transmission line, such as distributed power options, before proceeding with this project. And I want to mention that similarly, they also have proposed doing a line down in Prince William County, and they are opposed to it just as well. So in closing, I would like to thank the Sierra Club for its continuing efforts to promote the use of clean and renewable power, which is a cornerstone of the nation's strategies to lessen the impact of climate change. All of us should proactively participate in efforts to protect our planet for generations to come. Thank you very much.